case, I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph, and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. Now there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? Sorry, so late. I had to put this together. Let me see. I'm on the Tard computer. You guys know it's a little slow.
What's going on?
This guy talks too much.
Sorry, so late. I had to put this together.
Can't stand that dude. All right. He yaps and he doesn't shut the fuck up sometimes. But what's happening with the people? We got touch base with old Quinton's Babysitter. If you watch the trailer. Let me get to my chat. Shout out to my chat. Quick question to the chat. Who is in this chat that remembers the shenanigans that happened with the babysitter in the Quinton Simon case? I don't remember what video I put for the trailer, but I was, helping her as she learned these tragedy pimp idiots on YouTube, especially Cher, the voices in and around my ball sack, was attacking this lady really vicious. And then she was succumb to a little bit of finesse-ness, if you will, from other certain tragedy pimps. I remember being on the phone with her, and she was telling me that Molly Golightly, of all tragedy pimps, had to use the bathroom. Yeah, or maybe it was Andra, I forget. Did Molly go to Quinton Simon? No, Molly wasn't there, was she? It was either one, I forget. But she was telling me, she did outstanding testimony in open court against Leilani. I've always had a pretty good, friendship with her. She never asked me to stick up for her, but as I was doing it, I learned some things, and I want to just kind of repeat that stuff so the YouTube streets knows, because some of the stuff she had to do because of the harassment was insane. I learned, she has a family in law enforcement, and she had to spend money because of these morons. Literally, seriously, she's good people, and I'll show you a little communication we had. But the reason I reached out is, we'll play the clips here in a second, is I've been keeping up with this, and I feel like between what she said on the stand, the babysitter, and the other ex-friend of hers, the ex-friend lady of Leilani's, I feel like between what those two women said is going to get her convicted, like that alone. I mean, there's all types of other things going on that it's going to, circumstances or whatever, but I feel, in my opinion, that those two testimonies.
You mean the seance lady?
No, good point. I want to talk about that too.
Her name, but I just remember she just saying.
What's up? Who's in here? What's up, Any Pats? Is Any Pats a mod?
Pats, no.
All right, I got a mod. Pat's up. Pat's been a mod a long time. I thought she was mad at me one time. And then I thought she was doing shenanigans another time. And
she was doing dirty shenanigans. Like
so
shenanigans all over the place. She just was shenanigans her ass off.
I don't want to have the weirdness. What if I take somebody's wrench? I don't take no wrenches, man. People have been moderators forever. Speaking of moderators, skunks in the house. My main dude, quick question, is the death penalty on the table? That is I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not 100% positive on that. I think she's facing life. Anybody else know the answer to Skunky's question? What's up, Innocent? What's happening? Another one of my mods. I would like to say that both of you guys have been around since then. Maybe. Don't know. When was that year? What year was that? About what, 2 years ago? What's up, Andra? What's happening?
What?
Andrea.
Oh, you said, I think you said Andra. I was like, what?
I did say Andra.
Oh.
It's a good thing you said that.
Uh-huh.
I corrected myself. Hold me tighter. Hello, hello.
I want to hold
Froggy.
you tighter. Come closer.
Time to fuck around and find out. Hello, Flo. What's happening, Flo? Ron Jeremy's cock is in the house. We have been blessed with the presence of Ron Jeremy's cock. Everybody give a round of applause for that schlong. For that schlong. One day I'll drop the link and you can just whip it out on everybody. Just whip it out.
You should share some stories with us.
My hand is raised. See, Annie Pass wants to see it.
Pats, you dirty dog.
So yeah, I got the conversation. I I reached out tonight. I'll show you guys the screenshots. She seems to be in good spirits. There's got to be a lot to do that. I'm going to play the testimony. It's not that long of a segment. We'll watch it if you guys missed it. So I'll do all that. But I want to tell you guys real fast. There was a lot of harassment on this lady. And a lot of it came from Share. And a lot of Share's subscribers. There was a couple of morons that watch Share, the Share squad. And Share with absolutely zero evidence, with absolutely zero receipts, with nothing, was claiming that the babysitter had something to do with Quinton at that time being in a landfill. Share also doxed the woman, found out that, 10 years or so ago, she had some, food assistance, EBT, whatever. Who cares? People go through tough times, whatever. It's not a big deal. Like 20 years ago, the lady had some ridiculous minor arrest. Who gives a flying shit? It has nothing to do with Quinton Simon. And she got death threats and all, y'all. This lady is not the most wealthy person out there. She's getting by like everybody else. I'm not talking down on her at all, at all. But because of the claims and harassment by voices around my balls, and amongst other things, and in my opinion, I can't prove this, but through conversation with her, and there was a lot. I did a lot of videos where this skeleton grifting Share lady has like monster tattoos on her ass cheeks. She was making these lives up. And what was happening is the harassment was coming in. Now, I have to tell you guys, we have a soundboard, okay? We have a soundboard.
Sounds so unhealthy.
We have this one. Okay, I happen to, since I think I'm due for one of these for the dig that I'm doing. A quick dig. We have Josh from the lab.
Dark, what's up? Hey, white boy. I think you can super chat. Why don't you go ahead and just say what you want? It only costs you 99 cents.
I literally recorded them grifting. All right, guys. So listen, don't be afraid for me to drop the soundboard. I'm taking all requests too on what else we can put up there, and I apologize for those ass cheeks for that extended period of time. I do apologize. I take that back. I probably ruined a lot of people's dinner and upset stomachs. I understand, but that lady was ruthlessly attacking this babysitter. Now, for the record, at the time, this lady's a Christian woman. She's got God everywhere on her TikTok. And what was strange is this lady actually had like more pictures of Quinton Simon than, you know, the grandma or the mom. And she was even doing them a solid with the price of babysitting. She was doing it for like very minimal. She loved the little boy. She loved the little boy. And you could clearly see it if you watch the testimony. And if you follow this, you clearly see this. And I'm only giving you guys a refresher, if you will, because this needs to be out there. But the most disturbing thing about this that I learned was the death threats that she was getting. She's not a social media person. She's not an influencer. She's dealing with all these tragedy pimps. And this lady had to take a loan out. It cost $5,000 to put security cameras in and around her house because of what was going on. And I cannot prove this. But you don't have to be a rocket scientist to put little pieces together. Cher and the raggedy hoe named Billy Joe were like doing these weird attacks on this woman where they were claiming that remember with the dogs, claiming that she was like hurting dog. Imagine that, Cher accusing like a Christian woman of hurting animals. And then when I learned of this, I like with the quickness I call her Miss Diane. I'm like, listen, let me send you something, because she's like freaking out. This is all new to her. I'm like, let me send you something. I send Cher's animal abuse, animal torture, all that. I'm like, and then, you know, she's like starting to understand it. And I'm like, look, don't go on nobody's channel. I'm like trying to teach her. And I think what happened in the beginning is I like overloaded her. Like she was like wanting to help, but at the same time vent and like tell somebody what's happening. It's so much to take in. And I was like, look, do not go on any YouTuber's channel. And they were trying. But she did pretty good. And, you know, she did very good. But I will show you our conversation here. Let me catch up with the comments. And then we're going to watch just a quick clip of her testimony, just in case you haven't saw it. Now, if you have saw it, leave it in the comments. Cause PTSD, that's funny. That's what Don Wells told me. Now, he was the recipient of those cheeks. For information. Now, in Cher's head, she thought that by sending the ass cheeks, that Don was going to just like do this admission. You know what? The cheeks are actually so good that what had happened is here's what I did. It's just like, but somehow, some way, in the terrific marriage that Cher and the grifting dude Mark have, I think I have a picture of him. Let's have a listen. Let's have a look-see. Let's have a look-see, shall we? A quick look-see. Just a quick look-see. Where's the look-see at? Do we have a look-see?
No.
I found the look-see. This guy. The look-see. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
No look-see for you.
This guy looks like he's at Walmart asking you, can I have any spare change? You can't tell me he hasn't asked people for 33 cents a dozen or so times in his life.
33?
Yeah, 30. Can I get that change?
Okay.
Or I'd be willing to bet my life that this guy has asked for a cigarette 1,000 to 7,000 times in his life. You cannot tell me he's not at the Circle K. Can I get a cigarette? You might even catch this guy walking around the Circle K, picking up the used cigarette butts on the ground, re-rolling with the orange thumbs. How about that for a mugshot? This would be animal cruelty. Now, this would be after, well, actually, in and around the time of the animal cruelty, this is when she dipped her kids and left them in a different country. But this was the one attacking Miss Diane. I took it very personal because this lady clearly loves little Quinton Simon, and you have this asshole making all these lives. So yeah, we went in on Cher on this one. She's a piece of crap. And again, people, if you haven't seen what she's done with the Wells and then Quinton, and then she's sucking off Benny, it's just too much to handle. I started watching Cher during Summer's case, and I stopped watching her very quickly. You made a terrific and very educated decision. Sound of silence, in my opinion. Balls behind the walls. Yes. This is a good one. Now, I don't know. It's good. That's the $1 million question. Andrea says, is that Cher's face or ass? I don't know, but it is a shitty tattoo. And have you guys watched the reasoning behind the tattoo? Who puts a logo of Monster on their ass? What a doofus. What a complete and utter doofus. It's just out of control, people. It's freaking out of control. So anyhow, let me show you guys the combo. Not too much. I just wanted to check in. But, being when you are a decent person and you don't shit on people for views and attack people, sometimes you can shoot people a text and they, you can have a little relationship with people. Don't have to be, you don't have to be an asshole. So this doesn't have her number in it or nothing, so we'll do it like this. And she had to have her kids. So this is not too much of a conversation, but I knew the trial's going on and you guys are paying attention. So we'll give it a quick look-see. Just a quick look-see. A little gander, if you will, a gander. All right, how can I do this? Let's do it like this. Bam. And then we have some bullshit Betty to do. We got, I guess it would be like this. Bam-bitty bam. Yeah, here we go. Bam-bitty bam. And then a bam-bitty bam. And then a bam-bitty bam. A bam-bitty. And then a bam-bitty. All right, let's have a look-see. So I reached out to her, and here we go. Now we're on the Tard computer, guys. We're on the Tard computer, so please forgive me. All right, what do we got? Let's go over here. I wanted to I wanted to point this out to my subs. Bam, duty wrong, people, duty wrong. Give me a thanks for sticking up for the old Andra piece. I appreciate it. That was very cool. I like duty wrong. Those types of things are cool, guys. When he didn't ask me to make my parody, but I did it, and it was cool of him to reach out. I think that was really cool. So here we go. Quinton's babysitter. Okay, bam, nothing doxable. So I say, hey, I saw your testimony on the stand. You did a great job. Thumbs up emoji. She says, thank you very much. I said, I'm so proud of you for being strong despite everything that happened and having Quinton's back through this. And I said, I honestly feel between what you and the ex-friend said, it's going to be enough for a conviction. Court TV played what you said, and they spoke pretty highly of you. Did you see that segment? I can send it to you if you need it. She said, yes, sir. I've seen it. It's very heartbreaking. But I just pray that everyone that has been testified and been involved in this, I pray that she gets the book thrown at her and she never gets out. Can't agree more than that. And I'm sure everybody in the chat feels the same way. I said 100%. I agree with you. I left the comment on that video and everyone spoke good about you. I know this is probably a little stressful, but I just wanted to tell you that you did a great job. God bless you and your family. I think there's something else there, but you get the gyps of it. And absolute. But God bless you and your family. Let's see what the outcome is this. She said, I'm absolutely praying for the best. And thank you so much. It's always been about Quinton, a precious baby boy. And that would be Miss Diane, people. Miss Diane is, that's just Miss Diane in a nutshell. She's good people, man. It was shitty for her to get attacked. What was that trailer about that I played before? There was so many videos I did back then. I honestly forgot them. Let me read the comments and see what's going on. Did you guys watch the trailer of this live or? Hello, such a long name. Sandra Louise at Mommy's 2 Place. What's happening? Holla, my wifey's in the house. There's my girl in the well. God bless her and her. Yeah, Sweet Tea. She's a good people. She's good people.
Sweet Tea.
She's good people. I wanted to ask her to come on, man.
Cat, Skunk Daddy, love y'all. Everybody else too. I'm getting there.
I wanted to ask her to come on, but
you're
Miss Diane didn't.
That's right.
What'd she do? Give you those recipes back in the day? Remember?
No.
Yeah, she gave you those recipes. Babe, yes, she did. Remember you went on her TikTok live? Yeah. That's her. There is my girl on the well. Holla, holla. Hey, Linda, what's happening? She cared for those babies and did it for love. Yes, 100%. You guys remember about the discount that she was giving them? I don't remember exactly the monetary amount and all that, but you guys remember that, right? Holla, holla, holla. Just got in. Did y'all talk about Cher and her fakery with BJ? So, well, there's so much of that. I don't know really what you mean by that, but what do you mean by that? Because there's so much of it. I did do, I think I did a video last week where she got mad. She did it. She did a post saying, everybody needs to stop it right now and leave BJ out of her mouth and attacking BJ. So I did a video about that. I mean, the contradictions there of, imagine Cher. Here I am talking about Quinton Simon's Babysitter, which she attacked fully. And we know what she's done with the Wells. You see all her weird, sneaky ways around YouTube. But, you know, here you have, I mean, this is not even like my narrative. You saw what she did to the Babysitter, and you saw what she did to the Wells. But God forbid you have an opinion about Billy Joe. And for what it's worth, did Billy Joe do the crime? No, but there's that whole weird with this. There's a whole weird situation with the CPS thing going on there. I don't remember it fully. Chat, correct me, babe. Wasn't it? It was something like, I want to say, and I could be wrong here. It was something like this. Leilani lost custody of Quinton, and but because she moved in with her mom, who then had custody, correct? It was some weird thing where
she wasn't allowed.
Yeah, she wasn't even supposed to have the kid, right? Is that correct, chat? So I understand people that are angry with her because technically she'd be responsible for him, you know, right? Of course. So, you know, yes, grandma. Yes. Okay. I thought I remembered it correct. It's been a little bit. Yeah, absolutely. Number one fan, show some love and smash that like button. Didn't even give Quinton 10% of the love and attention that Michelle and her girls. So you're right. And I'm going to play this. I'm still breathing, still coughing. BJ wanted to go to work for the weekend and didn't get. Oh, yeah. Okay. You know, on this video I'm about to play on Court TV, there was a lady, and I didn't even remember this. I don't know if you guys remember this, if you saw this or not, but it's really weird. What is that word called, babe?
Which one?
The lady said she is a word. She said she talked to Quinton when he was dead.
Oh, seance.
This lady said she had a seance. So this is weird. And I don't know how the lawyers didn't destroy this in court. And we'll play it here in a second. I'll play it now. This lady said, did you guys see this shit? She said she had a seance. Now, this is a neighbor of, I guess, the Babysitter, Leilani, you know, BJ. She's just a neighbor. And this lady said that Quinton passed and she had a seance where Quinton's spirit talked to her and said that the mom hit me or hurt me. Something weird. We're about to play it. I don't understand how that is even like in. How does the court even like let that go? Well, a good lawyer would be like, shenanigans. What is going on here? You know, unless now we do have this one, people. Let's never forget this one. This lady said that Ted Bundy.
Oh, dear God.
No, this is dead serious. Her name is Spirit. This lady, this YouTube channel right here on the screen says that Ted Bundy talks to her. Yes, that's correct. The dead serial killer, Ted Bundy. And not only that, he knows where Summer Wells is. Now, for a mere $29.99, you, yes, you, we're running a special. You yourself can talk to Ted. And if you call today, we'll throw in an additional 5 minutes with Ted. Now, look, people, Ted's a busy man these days. The lines are off the hook. So please.
She also had him forgiven and passed over, so he's going to heaven and not hell.
This is dead serious.
Yeah.
And then what happened is I did a live on that one, and this lady this lady got so butthurt. She got so mad. Like, she got so mad that I didn't believe that she was lying about Ted Bundy. And then she was talking shit. So she got super mad. She brought her trolls over here. It was the worst thing to do, because now I'm just roasting you on my live. But I ended the live, and I was having so much fun that I went to her channel when she went live. She cranked one up. And guess what it said? White boys bullying me. I went over there. I'm like, can you drop the link? Because I want to talk to Ted. She was not having it. She did not like it. I don't know why the trolls did not demolish that channel after that live I did. Jesus Christ. She said she talked to Ted Bundy, and for $29.99, you too can have a chat with Ted. You can send him a DM for $4.99. We got Ted Bundy, people. Uh-oh, somebody sent $20.
Got it.
Super sticker. I appreciate it, Aunt Kathy's. I'll schedule in next week for Ted. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I'm dead serious. I'm not even lying. Have you guys saw that live? What's her channel name? Innocent. What's her channel name, Innocent?
I don't remember.
Damn it. We need her channel name.
We don't really care.
That saying that. Yeah. Simple Life. I agree with that. So I want to play this, guys, real fast. If you haven't seen it, this is pretty good. And I did mean what I told her. I think that because of her testimony, I do think that this is gonna seal the deal. So justice can be, absolutely served. It says Leilani Simon is a crappy mom. Defendant's former babysitter talks. So we're just gonna play this part. I'm gonna try to find the seance. This word seance. I don't understand why.
Welcome back. I want you to take a look at your screen. This is Quinton Simon. He's a 20-month-old kid who was never given a fair chance at life. On October 5th, 2022, he was seen for the last
Let me see if I can make this thing
time before vanishing from his Georgia home.
Volume.
It was a rough home. We're learning
video,
about that. It was overcrowded, filled with drugs and a lot of alleged abuse and custody disputes. And 2 years ago to this very day, October 18th of 2022, authorities began searching in a nearby landfill for his remains. At the time, they suspected that his mother may have killed him and discarded his body. And a month later, his remains were discovered. And the worst was confirmed that someone had murdered this little boy while he was.
Let's put the pause on it real quick. So I'm down on the court TV. I said she's a good woman. Thanks for Diana, the babysitter, for testimony and everything she had to go through with the tragedy pimps of YouTube one day ago. So let me find her on the court real fast, because we got the Tard computer, and I don't know.
I can take it back and put it away if you don't want it.
The Tard computer?
Yeah. If it's that big of a deal, I'll just take it.
Now, I'm not fat shaming or anything like that. I'm just like pleased with the woke stuff.
I'll stop.
But yeah, I mean, I don't even know what that even means, shaming, and I'm not fat shaming, but I'm just simply stating one quick thing here. Leilani, I hate saying that name. I always say it. Leilani, she gained weight in jail. You can clearly see two things with this, right? This happens all the time, and I know from experience. So this is like I'm not even bashing this lady. This happens all the time when people are on drugs. So they go to jail and they beef up. They put weight on. Absolutely, especially dudes, because they're gonna do push-ups and stuff. So they're but she definitely put weight on, because in there it's all starches, man, honey buns and all that shit.
That's the psychic thing. Yes, that's the same thing.
So yeah, let me see where this starts. 1 in the chat if you think she gained weight a little bit. 2 in the chat if she didn't. And listen, I don't care. Listen, we're watching this shit, so we have to talk about it. So no woke stuff. All right, here we go. Anything woke is a timeout.
Is that why would Quinton stay overnight? Honestly, Quinton loved us. He was close to us, and I just felt like he would be better off at our house, because there was a difference in the love she showed between Zane and Quinton. And I felt bad, and I would work, and my daughter would say, "Can we just get him, Mom, because this happened today?" And I would say, "Yeah, call her and ask her if he can stay." When she would, once in a while that she did come and pick them up, she would, grab Zane, and he would hug her because he was close to her. I mean, you could definitely tell it. And then,
Thank you,
Quinton,
Divine. Thank you very much.
99% of the time wanted to stay with us, and he would start crying.
Hold on, very important. I cannot do this. So we got some green, we got some color on here. Babe, holy crap, almost 50 months for the wife. 50 months, that's a long time. Woo! Air high five. 50 months, babe, coming in strong. I just chatted to say I love you. I love you more. She needed a Bible and a candle. I saw that. She said she'd do in the courtroom. $3, the sticker from Divine. Thank you. Thank you very much. And Auntie, I appreciate you again. Innocence coming in 12 months strong. That's a long time. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, let's get back to the marching band. I mean the Courtroom TV. The marching band is out of control and they're deadly.
I didn't really talk to her that much, but she just said that she loved Quinton more. I mean, Zane more than Quinton. And, I didn't question it. She's a crappy mom. I knew that. But I just never said anything to her. I would always call Billy Joe when I seen things that was going on.
When I was in Savannah, Georgia, covering this case 2 years ago, I had a chance to actually go to Michelle McCarta's house when Quinton was still missing. The community was still looking for him. And you could tell how much she loved Quinton. She was steps away from Leilani Simon's house, and she always had her home open, her arms open to this little boy if Leilani had been struggling with her son. Still with us, let's bring back in the think tank. Former homicide prosecutor Bernardo Villalona is with us, Chief Public Defender Paulette Lofton, and trial attorney Ben Chu. Paulette, let me start with you. This is a challenging case. You heard the babysitter say that she was a crappy mom. We know that just being a crappy mom isn't enough for you to be found guilty of murder, but there is a lot of evidence. How strong of a witness do you think this is when she's able to say she treated her other son differently?
I think she came across very, very believable. It was very clear that she cared so much for both of those little boys. And I think she definitely had the most front row seat you could have, watching how those children were parented, how they would show up, the difference, the way Zane would appear in new clothes and clean, and the way the poor victim in this case would show up dirty with poopy diapers, not having been bathed, with dirty clothes.
1 second.
I mean,
babe, I need you to do me a solid. Can you call Scotty and tell him this? Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I forgot to do something. Can you just relay that to him? Because you were supposed to call him. I haven't heard from him.
Right, yeah.
Already did.
Of course it did before you started.
Any response?
No, I was just said, right.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, for further notice kind of thing.
Nothing.
Not a motherfucking thing.
All right. How about this? You want to try to call from here? Yeah.
That's whatever you want me to do.
Yeah, please just send me that. Sorry, guys. My bad. My bad. It's something important for work. I it slipped my mind. I apologize. So let me catch in the comments. 111. I've watched the whole trial from day one, and I got any questions I'd be happy to answer. Oh, really, Ashley? Yeah. So what's the deal, Ashes? What's the deal with the how you say that, lady? What's it? How you say that? A what?
Leilani.
No. The P word. What is it?
Pussy?
No.
What?
The lady that says it talks to the dead people. Parody? Not parody. A what?
Seance.
A seance. What's up with the seance? I don't remember this lady back in the day. It's been a long time. Leilani. There you go, Pats.
Leilani.
Yeah, but
Or
Pat's pretty
whatever
good.
Pat says to.
I have heard that the babysitter and her daughter both said she treated baby. Yeah. So this is hard to do, man. This is hard to take the stand. It's super nervous. Especially it's nervous without cameras in there. But to get up there, that's hard to do. The baby deserves justice, and I believe it's coming soon. Same. So I'm looking for this seance thing. What's up with the seance lady? Here, let me play it. It's coming up. Let's play it. It's for people who haven't seen this. I don't remember this lady went back a couple of years ago.
I mean, the way she described the difference in treatment has to.
This right here. Now this lady.
So I definitely think that the testimony that was.
This is a hard case for a defense attorney. Do you try to mitigate care?
And against Leilani for any other. I really don't know. I wish I did, but I agree with Paulette. I think the babysitter was extraordinarily credible because she didn't seem at all as if she had an axe to grind.
Okay, here we go right here, guys. Here it is right here. Found it. Check this shit.
And on cross-examination, she testified that she had a seance with the victim. All this came into evidence in front of the judge and the jury without objection, as she described in detail a conversation she had with Quinton from beyond the grave.
How creepy is this?
So he was a 15-month-old ghost speaking to you. Please tell me about this. I would love to hear it.
Okay, so
A 15-month-old.
this is what I did, and I lit my candle, had my Bible out, and I prayed. I asked if I could reach out to Quinton Simon, and here he comes. Behold, do I see him physically? No, but here he is, and he is Mama Mel. This is what I was always called by them. Mama Mel, help me. I said, with what? I said, help me help you. What happened? He said, Mommy hurt me. I asked him, how did he hurt you? Or how did she hurt you? Sorry. And he told me, she hit me in the head really hard. I said, okay.
So she's having a full-on conversation.
Bernarda, are you surprised that that was able to come in? And I will also point out that it was through Leilani's, we understand this was cross-examination, so it was Leilani Simon's attorney who was asking these questions.
Well, yeah, so the defense was.
Of course the defense is going to make you look like a tard. All right, look, here's the deal. Shenanigan Squad, we need to do a mission. I would like to give that woman a platform to speak. I want to know about her ghost conversations that she's had. I want to let her talk. You know, I have an open mind, if you will. And I would like, can we sleuth her? Can we sleuth her? Can we reach out to her? You have an open invite, ma'am. You have an open invite. Maybe you can convince me about your seances. Yeah, we're doing good written in the stars, but I would like, you know, what's her name? Do we have her name? Methy Mammoth. This isn't. And the drug dealers. Oh, yeah. Them. I haven't seen that one yet. Is that what you know what? So you haven't seen this? Yeah, me too. I missed that too. Which one is that? So wait a minute. I actually missed that. So that's kind of funny. Methy Mammoth. This is trolling Mama T. You're very welcome here. So which one is that? Is it on Court TV? And is that the boyfriend? I have yet to see the boyfriend's testimony, which I imagine is going to be all types of shenanigans. The video that she recorded, what do y'all think about that? I made a video about that. I'm going to be honest with you. Look, the lady was talking about doing, you know, the worst thing possible, but so there's no joking about that or whatever. But in my life experience, watching that, hearing what she was saying, even dating women who have done things like that, I think that was an episode I had a breakup and if I can't have you, then no one can type of thinking is what I think. Could be wrong though. That's just my opinion. I heard it was way graphic sexually, so they weren't going to let it go public. Yes, I look better than Mammoth. What? The BF has a video in a hotel room that he agreed. The science lady had a Bible and candle and spoke to Quinton. That's what she says. And today, Leilani said she wasn't testifying. Interesting. What's up, Rhonda? The drug dealer testified, but they convinced the judge and whoever else to not have him on camera. So what do we have? Okay, let me try to find this. So what is it like? Oh, not on camera. I'm not gonna be able to find that then. Really? That's interesting. Can we find it? Yeah, those texts were pretty. So do we have? What's up, Dee? Good to see you. They did read the. So they did read it. Yeah, we're gonna have to play that. Is it on here? Yeah, the science lady. She's coming on next week. Has anybody found her name yet? I'll call her right now if you give me her phone number, guys. We'll call her up right now. We'll call. I promise it. And if she doesn't answer, we'll give her a Dog the Bounty Hunter message. So we win either way. Somebody give me the number. All right, let's get to this. What do we got going on here? Damn it, videos. Okay, here we go. So the drug. So what is it? We gotta see this drug dealer thing. Sarah Boone. Okay, come on, this Tardash computer. Let's go. What we got here? Officer cries finding baby Quinton's skull in landfill. Damn, she really is crying too. I heard about that. I think I'm going to pass right now. I don't know if I want to watch that on live. It's kind of upsetting. It sounds, what a horrible thing. Shocking testimony, alleged abuse of Quinton. I did watch this one. All right, let me give it another look, see, and then grilled by FBI. I seen that one. I seen it. Let's go. Which one is it, guys? I don't see anything further than that. Hold on. What do you guys got? Where do I find it at? It's probably this freaking computer. And Noel has my phone. Anybody have the link? Send it to me via Twitter. It is heartbreaking. This case is very disturbing. Yeah, it is. What do you guys think? They're called floor models when you're picking up cigarettes off the streets. 100%. There used to guy, seriously though, when I was in prison a long time ago, they sold cigarettes. And you guys want to hear a story? We're going to get way off topic, but it goes with the thing. Went away from Noel. I'll tell you. So the freakiest thing I ever saw in prison, the craziest thing I've ever saw in prison had to do with, had to revolve around tobacco. I'll tell you guys the story real fast. It's going to blow your mind. It literally had to happen, revolved around tobacco. Now, so I've seen a lot of violent things. People get stabbed. I've seen a guy get cut with razors so many times that it was like his neck and his face and shoulder, it was like squirting like a water fountain. It was so disgusting. I've seen a lot of violent things, right? A lot of really crazy things that can never scrape, clean, or get out of my memory bank. They're embedded and tattooed in there, and I wish I could remove them. And that's just the blunt truth. But the craziest thing I ever saw in prison revolved around tobacco. I used to get, when they had cigarettes in the prison, I used to buy a pack and barter with it. This one dude would give me his milks every morning. So I used to, buy him a pack of cigarettes a week. But people, these guys, tobacco, I don't know what it is, but it's not just tobacco. I picked up a really bad habit in prison, and that would be this, tobacco. So I dip. The craziest thing I ever saw in prison was for a can of dip. There was a guy named Alabama. He had these big old glasses. They're about this thick. Seriously. This guy looked on a map. He could see people waving. He had these big old chomo glasses. And he was a big goofball anyhow. And he was indigent. He didn't have no money. Okay. But he was a good dude, though. He's a good dude. And he would do dumb shit for stuff. Dumb shit. And he was nicking bad. So he's broke in prison and he's nicking. He don't have no money for tobacco. So we're on the yard one day, and he comes up. He's like, "Let me get a dip." He's like trying to panhandle off everybody. Then you can't just give shit out like that. It's tough times in there. If you got it, sometimes you look out for your homeboy, but it's not like the streets. So he's like asking everybody. He's like, nah. He had money coming. So he's like, "Man, I got money." He had this big old country accent. He's like, "Come on, man, I have money coming, man. Just give me a can of dip, man. I'll give you 2 back, man. Give me a can of dip, man." And my buddy Busby, I never forget him, from Polk County, big old white dude. He's like about 300 pounds. He was tight with Bama. People, I swear to Jesus Christ, this is true. He's like, come on, man, let me get a dip, man, let me get a dip. And we're all like, nah. So he's like, man, come on. And then Busby starts messing with him. He's like, you got to do something for it. He's like, what you want to do? What you want to do? So he's like, he looks down. People, I swear to Jesus. He looks down. He goes, dip your ball sack in that ant pile. He's like, nah, come on, man. I ain't doing that, man. He's like, bro, I'll go buy it right now. So the dude's like, he's like contemplating doing it, right? So Busby peels off, goes to the canteen, buys a soda, buys an 18-wheeler, which is a big old beef patty sandwich, comes back and a can of dip. And when you pack dip, you do pack it, you make that noise. It's like if you had a pack of cigarettes and you're going like this, if you're packing it, anybody who dips, they know what that sound is. So he's drinking the soda, he's eating the sandwich, and he walks up like this, and the dude Bama's nicking. And Busby walks up, he puts a big old one in his mouth, a big old one. And Bama's all in now. He's like, all right, man, all right. What I got to do? How long I put my balls in there? He's like, bro, you have to put your balls in there for 3 seconds. He's like, man, 3 seconds, man? He's like, yeah, but wait. Busby steps on the ant pile. People, I swear to God, he steps on the ant pile, gets them things all aggravated. He's like smearing his foot in there. People, the dude drops trowel, squats, right? He's like, I'm going to count. And if you get up before I count, you ain't getting the dip. This is how crazy tobacco is. He drops trowel. He squats like he's got a rack on his back. He squats down in that ant pile and drops some balls in that ants. And man, he goes, 1, Mississippi. He's getting at least a good 5 seconds out of this 3. 2, Mississippi. We're cracking up. 3, he goes, ah! He flew to the nurses thing, the nurses station. And where I was at, this nurse was, she's kind of attractive. And he ran in there, and these nurses, they're not stupid. They work in the prison. They like see all these weird things all the time. And she's like, what the hell happened? He's like, oh, well, what had happened was, he goes, but what had happened was, I fell asleep by the volleyball court, and she's like, and the ants attacked your testicles? He's like, yeah, I think so. She's like, no, that's not what happened. And it was the funniest shit in the world. And so she knew, and then, well, she like had a feeling like this is an absolute lie. And then we were like watching it. And Busby walked over there. He goes, don't let him lie to you. He put his balls in the ant pile for a can of dip. And she was cracking up. She was cool with it. Craziest thing. I swear to God it happened. Tim was there recorded. All right. Receive says Craig is red. Craig was. What is this? Noel, where are you at? I gotta get my phone. Who's got the link? Let me see. Hold on, man. Noel, you in here? Is it on Court TV, y'all? Oh, from day 7 of the trial. Oh, it's one of them long streams starting around 2. Okay. I got you. Let me ask you this. Ashes to ashes. The nasty text messages are from day 7 of the trial. All right, hold on. Does it say day 7 on the thumbnail? Is that what it's? Hey, let me see my phone because I can't find this video on the desktop mode. All right, all right. Okay, all right. So Ashes, it says day 7 on it. All right, and it's on Court TV, right? So let me see if I can find it real fast. Let me see this again. Day 7, right? 2 hours and 40-minute mark, you said? That's the timestamp? So let's do this. I haven't seen this. Court TV. Share. All right. Videos. What do we got here? It would probably be a live. Has to be alive. So we got. Okay, here we go. Day 8. Here we go. Day 7. Bam. 2 hours and 40 minutes. Now we're clicking with Reese, people. Now we're clicking with Reese. Here we go. So 2 hours and 40 minutes. Where are we at right here? This hard computer. Come on, man. Two hours and 7 minutes. That's what I picked. All right, what's going on? Let's go here then. What's this going to do? This is going to do 2 hours 14. We need 240. Then we got can we get some volume in this piece or what? What's happening? Okay, so court's on break at this point. All right, so okay, so 240. What's we got? So this is gonna be 242. Okay, let's have that. Let's see what happens. So they read them out loud. You say, we can turn this up a little bit. We cranked it up. Okay.
About 12 to 14
Is this what
minutes.
we need, Ash?
At 12:04 a.m., Craig initiates a phone call, and they speak for 53
This is what we
seconds.
got. Let me turn it up. Is the volume good?
At 12:05 a.m., Craig says, okay. At 12:06 a.m., Craig says, okay, I'm in back to my camper. Stay close to your left. My dog gonna try eat your car, but he won't.
What?
And the next one.
At 12:16 a.m., Craig says hello. At 12:16 a.m., Leilani says, okay, I'm passing Quack.
All right, babe. The computer's being a tart again.
Oh, now.
Yeah, I gotta get because I've been so busy with work, I don't have time to bring my computer to get fixed still. I got to do it because I can't stand even making video. It takes 10 hours. Look at this thing. It's always loading. There,
At 12:17
all right, I forgot to comment.
a.m., Leilani initiates a phone call for 19 seconds with Craig. And then at 12:21 a.m., Craig says door open.
Well, let me see my phone. Yo.
Then skipping to 1:22 a.m., the previous was at 12:21. Leilani says, I'm home.
Yeah, this thing, I'm playing on my phone. This is.
I loved those hugs.
I'm home. I love those hugs.
Yep.
All right. So based on when she said she was passing Quack
Who is it?
way there, and when she says I'm home, I love those hugs. Roughly how long does it appear that she's?
Who is? Oh, okay, cool. All right, guys, hold on. Let me do this because this is pissing me off. Is it real fast before I do this chat? Is it like and all that, right? Like I can't do it like that. I have to hear like what's happening. So let me do this. I'm gonna keep this lady on the screen, right? So we can look at her. And let me go to the real. Let's go here and let's listen to it like this on Bluetooth. Much easier. Improvise a little bit. Improvise.
Craig's place that night?
Roughly 45 minutes.
Moving on to line 41. When is this in relation?
Is the volume better?
To the last one we just read.
Yeah, so the last one was at 1:22, where she's saying, "I'm home, I loved those hugs." The following message is from Craig at 1:26 a.m. And it
Better.
says, "Okay, not more than I did. I was about to grab that kitty one time."
Grab the kitty. Oh. Was
What
for
did she say to
vagina?
that?
In response, at 1:26, she said,
Okay, hold on a second, guys. You guys are going to have to, I see all the chat. Who's Craig and Tim? Who's the difference? Okay, and who's grabbing the vagina? So, hold on. You guys have to catch me up. Ladies, help me out with this. Wait a minute. Now that I'm thinking about this, where he was with her and the boyfriend, is that what's going on here? One in the chat, if I just got that right. Is that what's happening? Or do I have this wrong? Hold on, new comments. Come on, this tired computer. Let's go. What are the comments? Yes. Okay, cool. She won't be getting any more. Wow. Okay, got it. Did not even know that. Okay, so wow, what a dirty little freaking. So now one more question. Now she's with the dude that testified. Oh, the dude that could have grabbed the kitty, is that the dude she's buying the dope off of? Obviously. So yeah, so her and her man went to this house, got dope. Dude's checking her out. Somehow they communicate after they leave, and then he's like, "Hey, I could have grabbed the kitty." He's like seeing, testing the waters, and she went right for it. Now don't got that much far, right? Is that what's happening? Was that the dope dude? The defense didn't even present a case, does it? Yeah. The babysitter's a good woman. Craig grabs the kitty. He might have poked it from what I'm hearing. Let's have a listen.
and then at one,
Do you think people generally know what LMFAO means?
it's laugh my fucking ass off. In case you didn't.
Oh, she's gangster for saying that in court.
73.
Yes, the kitty is by the dope.
What does that one say?
73.
Okay, Ash all over this. Okay, Ash, all right.
From Craig. Should I sure want to?
Yes. Let's address these questions because I'm with innocent. So that was my. So is she? So she was cheating on the guy, Danny. So I was dead ass right then. That freaking video she made with the, she wasn't. She was. This lady does. Listen, man. Listen, I've been in it through addiction, and I've seen. I'm gonna keep this real right now, guys, because obviously she didn't do it. So I will speak on it. Okay. I've been so deep in addiction, and I've seen a lot of fake suicidal rants, and that might sound harsh and mean, but that's actually something that comes with addiction. And personally, and I've had people that have actually took their own lives. Unfortunately, I've known them, but in my life experience, this is what I kind of base things off of. This is what I do, and I don't recommend anybody do it. But when it comes to that subject, in my life experience, the more somebody's talking about it, the less they're going to do it. It's somebody who's not talking about it that does it. And that's in my experience. I don't want to speak for nobody, and I'm not saying that's the way it goes. That's what I'm saying. And if I could base that off of what I see with her videos, I've been on dope myself in the past, and I've heard these rants and stuff, and it's always over a not good mental state, obviously. And it's actually a cry for help or attention. That's all it is. It's all I've ever seen. But anyway, she went alone. She went alone. She was cheating. Okay.
I see how it looked. FR.
Try that one again. Sorry. Read it slowly.
Yeah.
And before you do that, what date are we on?
9/27.
What?
Early morning hours of September 27th.
What drugs was she on?
Okay, go ahead. With
What
73.
was she buying?
73 at 1:29 a.m. Shit, I sure wanted to see how it looked. FR.
What does FR mean?
For real.
For real.
Okay. How does the defendant respond to that in line 74?
So
no way. Are you serious?
1:36 a.m. is a response from Leilani sending a video message to Craig of herself masturbating.
Nice.
75 is at 1:38. So after the video message, Craig says, "Damn, you just made me hard as fuck. Thank you." 9
Why is it putting you guys' comments on the screen? I don't
I'm glad
understand.
I didn't.
Moving on to.
Can you guys see Methy Mammoth's comment on the screen? Why?
And this will be the last set that I'll ask you to read, okay? If you could take us through 117 through.
All right, wait a minute. Are you telling me?
131. Stop
Wait a
at
minute.
131.
What did she do with the drug dealer the night? Wait a minute. This. No wonder my moderator is like, "White boy, you have to watch this trial. It's getting super deep," and she keeps telling me every day. And I do watch some of it, but they're like 8 hours long. They're interesting. It goes by fast sometimes. That's not even bad. You should watch the trial. They speak word for word. Yes. That is crazy. It was coke. Okay. And opiates. I figured she was a pillhead. She looks like one. No dig. That was my drug of choice. She looks like one, though. Pillheads and cokeheads do the worst junkie stunts in the world. They will lie. They steal from their mama's purse. Everybody in addiction does, but pillheads are so bad. They will do whatever they got to do. And that's not a dig to her. That applied to me at one point.
Okay. So it's on October 1st at 12:24 a.m. is the first message from Leilani. "Dealing with Danny flipping his shit. As soon as I can leave here, I'll let you know."
Wow.
Craig responds at 12:34 a.m. K. And then at 1:14 a.m. from Craig, "If you can't come out, it's okay." At 1:15 a.m. from Leilani, "I'm about to head that way, just probably can only stay for a couple hours though. Is that okay?"
Hey.
Then at 1:22 a.m.
This all came back to me now. I remember Billy Joe had custody of Quinton because of her drug test, and it was cocaine. I remember that. Remember that, guys? And now I remember. Do you guys remember that? And then I remember Cher, Voices from Behind My Balls, and there was that whole thing where she was trying to say, "No, I'm clean, I'm clean, I'm clean." Idiot Dolly out there with the turtle thing on. I think he like had a conversation with her, and she was like saying that she was clean. It's interesting she tried to push that point because she didn't talk to any other YouTubers, but she chose to take on that subject. She chose to take on out of all the things he said to her, and it was a bunch of goofy shit that he did. She ignored it a lot, as she should. She like emphasized that she's been clean for a week or something. You guys remember this? So that's exactly what an addict would do. And it makes all sense now. It makes all sense. So she was coke and opiates. So she possibly could have speedball. She was doing like Roxy's and coke. Does it say how she did the drugs? How did she do it? Snort them? Danny, the researchers, babysitter, and daughter are really the emotional ones to watch. The police discussed. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I watched the cock. The night she was murdered, the night she murdered that baby, she went to 204. Danny told her to come home. Where'd it go? Oh, come home. Now you will see in these texts that 204 is the drug dealer. And now we will hear that what was happening at 204. Yeah, interesting. Oh, she was snorting them. Is it so the opes and the coke? Is that how she was doing it? Remember, Cher said to Leilani, "Don't take the rap for a man." Danny was in a bugged hotel room. He agreed to with Leilani. Yeah, he looks like yeah. That's crazy. She was met up with this dude and the night that so it makes a lot of sense now. Have they discussed in the case this far? This I don't know. Have they discussed like the actual what actually happened? Because I remember that there was a lot of things and speculation. She laid on him in the crib, and then maybe it was she laid on him in the crib and then brought him to the bathtub and to put water on him. But it seems like this is that kid that was so sad, so sad. Then he said they snorted it, and Leilani's attorney said, "Show me how." And then he looked at him like he was crazy. Give me a straw. Methy, I was that's just crazy. All right, let me continue it.
Leilani says, heading to the car now. At 1:22 a.m., Leilani says, be there in about 20. At 1:25 a.m., Craig says, well, you want to park at rideshare.
What is rideshare?
Uber.
It's pretty much just like an empty parking lot about a quarter mile from Arkwright. It's commonly known in that area as the rideshare.
Okay, go ahead.
At 1:26 a.m., Leilani says, yeah, I will. At 1:56 a.m., Leilani says, just pulled into the rideshare. At 2 a.m., they have a 2-second conversation over the phone.
2 seconds. Weird. Oh, I see you. Click.
At 2 a.m., Craig says 2 min, which is 2 minutes.
2 minutes away. I'll be there in 2 minutes.
2:01, Leilani says, okay.
All right, so per those messages, it looks like by shortly after 2 a.m. they would have been together then?
Yes.
Okay. And the next message, 1:29?
So that one is at 3:23 a.m. The previous was at 2:01. Craig's
almost like an hour and a half has passed or so.
Yes,
okay.
More than an hour. That was good as fuck. I'll take that anytime. FRI, no, I made you come for a long time.
That was from Craig to the defendant?
Yes.
All right, the next message?
That one's at 3:56 a.m. from Leilani. I would be down to do that again at any time.
1:31?
At 3:56 a.m., Leilani says, and yes, you did for a good ass man.
How embarrassing.
The following message is at 11:59 p.m.
So how much time has passed?
So wait a minute. Did she just trick? Did she just give the snatch up for some dope? Is that what I'm standing here? Is that what happened? Really, Rami? Is that what happened? Did she just trick? She just tricked. Wow. All right. So she, if you don't know what that means, that's what, she's banging the dope dude. She got to pay him somehow. I guess she paid him in, raunchy, gross. I'm trying to give you a visual here, but if my target computer would cooperate, I could kind of show you the currency and the barterness that Miss Simon paid for the dope at this time that it was 3:23 in the morning, but my computer does not want to cooperate for some reason. It's really aggravating me. But I'll keep playing this. At some point, oh, here it is. I think we have a little sneak peek of the evidence room of how she paid the dope dude at 3:23. So she did not give dollars, but how it was paid was in a thing like this. If the thing would just put on the screen, computer, I would appreciate it, because I can't really talk it down or make it more slower than I already have. All right, I do have a picture of the currency that she used, computer. Come on, man. It'll go some point.
12 hours.
Okay, so this is like the next night.
Yes.
Okay.
What is the date?
It is 10-1. So at 11:59, Craig says, "You okay?" On 10-2 at 9:02 a.m., Leilani says, "Yes, I'm okay." She then responds, "About to drive over there, actually." At 9:46 a.m., Craig responds, "Damn, you was tired, or I got rid of a lot of your stress." At 9:46, Craig says, "LOL." At 9:47, Leilani says, "A lot of stress was released. I need that sleep." At 9:54 a.m., Craig says, "That's good shit. I was ready for round 2 last night, but it's okay. You needed that rest. You look well rested."
And then 140.
And then 140 is at 9:57 a.m. from Leilani. "I'm still wiping the crust from my eyes."
All right. So,
dude, like, where is
seemed to show that over the week leading up to Quinton's disappearance, that the defendant was getting male attention from
computer, man. It's such a tired computer. All right, I better not be. Her ass is not on the computer, man. It's such a tired computer. All right. So I was saying that she paid the drug dealer with this, not money, but here's what she paid with. I was trying to put Cher's ass like it was Leilani's for a half a second. It locks up on Cher's ass and mutes me. So you guys don't hear what the hell I'm saying. I had to get out, refresh it. This computer's a tard. Anyway, my bad. Yeah, sorry. So you know what? I'm not even gonna put that back on screen share. I didn't mean to leave y'all like that. It's a good thing the boss said I was locked up. Sorry. What I was saying though is I don't know why the sound cut off. This computer is not my main thing, man. I hate streaming on this thing. I gotta get to the store. I'm gonna go this weekend. I have to, because I can't even make videos. I can make videos and edit them and put them together and combine stuff pretty fast. And you have to do that with parodies because it's not like you're hitting record and stop. You got to like do a bunch of elements. So you need speed. This thing is not what I stream on, and it has like no memory, no. It has nothing. It sucks. But anyway, so this was interesting. I'm glad you guys brought this to me because I haven't saw this part. My mods have been telling me this is a very deep trial. The drug part is very interesting. Did you hear that stuff? She was banging the dope dude. She was tricking. Do you guys remember? Not the trial. There was a video. Okay, it was way in the beginning. It wasn't the babysitter. It was two dudes. You know what it was? It was one of her baby fathers. It was one of her baby fathers from a different child. And he was saying, hey, man, the chick has bad drug problem and she's pretty much a whore. You guys remember this? But nobody took him serious because he kind of came out you guys, this is way in the beginning. So like when I'm thinking about this, when I'm reading these texts, I'm thinking about the conversation with Dolly. I'm thinking about a lot of stuff. It makes a lot of sense, man. It makes a lot of sense. I bet I would almost be willing to bet after hearing all that shit, after she gets when she has turned herself in. Finally, Billy Joe has a tight grip on her because reality sets in like, bitch, you're about to go to prison for life. And you have to turn yourself in. So I guarantee you, because I've been through this, she can't get no dope. Well, first off, it doesn't matter if she was banging the dude or not. Ain't no dope dude selling any dope to her after she's on every television around in that city. So they're not even if she's trying to get it, they're not picking up the phone. They're thinking that she's going to snitch and everything else. So remember when they went to get those drinks with Billy Joe? I guarantee Billy Joe brought her to get those drinks because she was detoxing like a mofo because she can't get no dope, right? And then the whole conversation with Dolly where she's like, I've been sober a week. She like took that conversation to have a conversation, almost trying to prove something. And then in the beginning, the baby daddy was like, look, the chick is no good. It all makes sense. It all makes sense. This lady should, who is that? That's not who I think it is it? What's, no. Oh, tough to watch. No audio. Sorry. I'm way back. Bro, that was weird. Like, yeah. I gotta what do you mean? Yeah. No. This is in the beginning. Monster is cursed. Oh, good. Yeah, man. The can go in via StreamYards and remove himself. Yeah, that's what I had to do, Revy. That's what I had to do. Actually, so this has like no RAM on it and no storage. So this computer is not even for streaming. There's a backup computer that I bought in the beginning when I had my channel, and I hate it. You know, it's one of those it's a Chromebook which has no qualities to do any streaming. It's the worst thing you can do. If you're a YouTuber, you should never use this computer. Horrible for what you're trying to do. And that's why it's like I'm not doing anything like hard right. I'm just screen sharing. It like struggles to give me that capability. where I have to stop screen sharing, mute it, and Bluetooth it off my phone because it keeps loading. It just has nothing. My other computer's bomb ass. I got all type of RAM, all type of memory, all type of storage. Like I don't, when I make a video on YouTube, I'll delete it off my storage, but I upload it to. I know a lot of people who have been canceled and shit. So what happens is people don't back their content up. So you got to back your content up because somebody could cancel you. And if you don't have all your videos, so somebody, if I was to get canceled or something, I have like 1,000 videos I could post in the next week. So, and because getting canceled sucks, you lose all your followers and whatnot. But how are they gonna find you? Videos. So I would put, I could put all my videos out. Bam, 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 bam. More hashtag. People will be like, oh shit, there goes white boy. I gotta resub. You know what I mean? What people do is they don't do that, and then they get canceled, and they try to make a video, say, hey man, what happened is they canceled me, but here I am, and then they quit because you're not gonna get any views on that video. People don't know. Some people will find you, but yeah, man, that's crazy, man. Addiction, man. It is. It's pretty sad. This lady, man. This case. Look, she did what she did to that little baby, and she needs to rot in prison. It is what it is, man. She made that choice. She could have not been a mom. She could have went to a foster parents. She could have got an abortion. She could have done a lot of things. Okay, but do it now. Okay. A lot of choices she could have made. I'm not going to tell anybody what the perfect choice is to do, but she had options when she found out she was pregnant. This lady was a mother who had already lost her right to be a mother by the courts before the little boy was even 2 to 3 years old. That's bad. And then after she lost the rights, they finagle a way into where they could whoop the system with her living with the mom. And she's clearly doing exactly what CPS is saying. Clearly. I remember there was something came out where she had tested positive for coke or something, and that's why. And then she's on the phone, or excuse me, she's banging the coke dude. She's probably banging the coke dude for a little bag. It's bad, man. It's crazy. She was never trying to be a mom. This is sad. This is a girl addicted to drugs who got knocked up and
pregnant too young and decided to go buck wild
yeah,
as an adult. It's not okay.
Sometimes that changes a girl and be like, okay, I got a child now. I got to leave that alone. But that's not her. She just kept doing what she did. And she's on the phone with the dope dude. I didn't even listen to all the texts, but you can see like wee hours in the morning. It's sad, man. She failed the kid and all her kids And you can't forget, for what it's worth, about her brother. You guys remember a long time ago? I wrote her brother a letter in prison. I made a video about it. He never wrote back, but I wrote him a letter. Sure did. I looked at the institution and all that. Her brother's doing, I forget, was it life, 20 years or something like that. He's doing long, you know?
It's a long ass night.
I think my chat is being weird. My chat's being weird. It's my chat. Yes, children are blessings from God, in my opinion. There's others out there that deserve. Yes, 100%. 100%. There's people who can't have kids and would love to have that little kid. It's sad, man.
No, well, that's just it. She did know exactly what she was doing.
Chrissy, I didn't
drugs over her child, and that's the problem.
I didn't delete the comments this whole stream. I don't do that. If my mods do it, I don't know.
You have to.
I trust my mods though, but I don't think they did it. So yeah. Yeah. Well, they will be safe for her in jail. That little boy was so adorable. He was a cute little boy. He got robbed from life. So it's a sad situation, man. But you learn through these trials all the stuff. I got to catch up. I think I love you guys are ahead of me. It's so what other day is good? That was day 7. She was a full-blown drug addict without a doubt. Without a doubt. Ash says, I'm a recovering addict, 2 years in January. I have 2 kids, and even back then, I never in a million years choose anything over them. You see that a lot. A lot of women have the strength to do that. Young growing up and having friends that were addicts and stuff. A lot of my friends were addicted like I was, and situations like this would happen. And what's weird is sometimes the man will continue, and the woman can find strength to stop. They say a woman is, what do they say? A woman's closest thing to God?
That's what I say.
Because they can bring a child into the earth.
That we are helping God bring life into this world. We are the closest thing to God at that very moment.
In my family, addiction is like on the men's side. Like my mom is strong. She could never understand it. I could never relate with her when I was going through these things. Or my grandma was like, "Why don't you just watch Dr. Phil?" I'm like, really, Grandma? You think it's gonna work? But they all had the strength, you know what I'm saying? And they had their own struggles and their own generations and their own time, but they never went down addiction. They never fell through that path. And I'm sure it was in their face, and I'm sure different times for different folks and whatever, but I'm sure it was out there, and they could have done it. You know what I'm saying? Especially my mom, they had the damn the 60s. What was this thing called? The big concert? Woodstock and all that shit. But I don't know. Everybody's different. Every family's different. I just think that's what this is, man. You got a girl. She's a junkie, and she got pregnant, and she couldn't find that strength.
She chose men and drugs over the children, unfortunately.
Ash, you may have maybe you come from a good home. Maybe, maybe your parents, maybe you have a higher power. Maybe you have God.
Anybody that doesn't know the struggle is lucky, and they should be lucky and count their blessings, because it's not something that I want people to experience or have to go through.
I don't know about your family, but maybe your family probably raised you up right, and when it came to that point, you're like, man, I gotta tighten up. You know what I'm saying? However it went.
And if that's the case,
Billy Joe.
Everybody's got their own stories. We all have our own shit in our own backyards.
Yeah. Billy Joe, and this is my opinion, I'm not bashing her. Billy Joe, to me, looks like a barfly. She looks like that barfly that you're gonna catch at the biker bar on Friday night. You know what I'm saying?
Old lady.
Billy Joe looks like, and this is my opinion, and I don't care who don't like it. Billy Joe looks like the barfly that you're gonna catch in the biker bar, okay? And she probably has the same dude's number for coke. Wouldn't doubt it. She definitely looks like she drinks beers and she snorts lines. It's just my opinion. It's the way I feel. Okay. So when it came to that time for Leilani, I don't know.
I don't think you're too far off there, babe.
Maybe it doesn't look like BJ was taking her to church, showing her responsibility, none of that. You know what I'm saying? It looks like she was enabling, especially when the CPS situation and all that. You know what I'm saying? Tough love is hard. What do strict parents do?
Raise sneaky children.
Strict parents raise sneaky kids. You know what I'm saying? You got to be open. You got to be, you know what I'm saying? But one thing that's not good is the overly cool parent, where you as young kid, you and your friends are partying or whatever, you can go to this your one friend's parents' house and they'll get high with you and they'll do the dope with you and all that. That is really bad. And I don't know Billy Joe or nothing. I'm just from my opinion and my experience with drugs and watching her, it looks like that might be the case. This is my opinion. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. Dee, you change your avatar. I'm a recovering addict. I never involve my kids. I got help. It's been 19 years. Grew up with an addict of a mother and she chose that life over me or my sister. Well, that can do it for you. I'm sure you resent her, as you should. I wouldn't blame you. And I'm sure you made for yourself that you won't do that. So maybe that was your inner strength. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it was, you did right. So this probably bothers you even more watching it, you know?
A lot of us mothers have our own issues with it, and you know that.
You're right, Matthew. Mom, you're actually right about that. Billy Joe isn't out of yourself. True, I was raised with strict parents. Yeah, I know. I know. That tough love shift don't work either. That's horrible. I don't recommend it.
My kids have always known it. They can come to me for anything, no matter what, and talk to me about anything. And they should never worry or be scared. And that's the way it should be.
All right.
They shouldn't be afraid to tell their parents anything.
This is very true. Well, listen, guys, I'm gonna jump off this thing. I gotta do some stuff for work real fast before I catch a shower. I've been working like crazy. I've been telling you. I just wanted to bring you guys Miss Diane, the babysitter, a little update. Especially, it's probably cool for the people who are following it. Look, she's got a TikTok. She makes her cooking videos and stuff like that. I would shout it out and stuff, but yeah, I'm not gonna do that because there was an asshole of people who follow these tragedy pimps and they were bothering that lady. I know what she went through. Just understand as you're watching this stuff, this trial, okay? Understand that, you know, if you're watching my channel, if you're in my chat, you probably visit these YouTube streets, and that's fine. I don't care who you watch. That's great. I really don't care. I can't tell you who to watch. You know, it's your phone, your computer, your tablet. You know, you couldn't tell me what to watch. You watch who you want to watch. But you guys know the streets. You guys know the streets. You know the cases, and you know the tragedy pimps. You know what they do to families. But, you know, sometimes it's people involved in the case. This lady didn't ask to, you know, she just babysitted Quinton. You know, she wasn't, you know, trying to put herself in the case. She wasn't trying to get clout. She wasn't trying to make a channel. And what bothers me is people try to say, oh, she's trying to make a TikTok. She had a TikTok. She's had one. Everyone has one. But when this thing happened, people subscribed to her because people are nosy. It is what it is. And her numbers grew up. But yeah, these people trying to say that she's doing it for clout and stuff. Anybody who really knows Miss Diane, she goes to church. You can tell she's a good mom. And you can tell, and I've been saying this since the beginning, Miss Diane has more pictures than Billy Joe and Lonnie put together. And you could tell in the video clips that she made of Quinton before he went missing or even dead, she had all these reels and stuff with him. You could just tell there's genuine care and love there.
I think so.
So the people,
care about that child.
The people, you assholes that watched, share, and jumped on that train and attacked this lady and went to her social media and all this other shit, you really can go fuck yourself. You're a real piece of shit for doing that. And I hope you feel like this big, man.
There's no need to attack people.
You know, and that's, God don't like ugly, man. You'll pay for that one day, for real.
No.
But all right, man, I'm gonna jump off this, y'all, and y'all be safe and smart around these streets, and keep me informed on this one. You guys caught me up on it. I gotta go back and watch the rest of that because that was super interesting. Y'all be safe, man. Much love. You too. She did, Rhonda. Put that one on the screen before I hit the end button.
What's that?
Good night, Ash. Good night, Rhonda. She said the babysitter. The babysitter loved the kids.
I do believe that.
Wifey, subscribe to Wifey's channel at Damaged Goods with No Regrets. What is this? Benny Keys is my hero.
It was just a troll.
I mean, this is like, how weak is that? That guy's like, who's Benny Keys? Nobody even knows who that guy is.
I think he's dead.
Yeah, I think so. Until the next one.